My name is Rupert. I am 52 years old. I'll be 53 in January. I was born in Nottingham. I live in Nottingham. During the 70s, London was like the first port of call for most people from the Caribbean. Manchester, Birmingham, Nottingham, Leeds were the main places. So most Caribbean people went to places of industry, so where they was able to take a job. And then they would call. So my mum came here because my uncle was living in Nottingham. So when I used to play football at a younger age, when you played teams in the counties, so like Mansfield, the surrounding areas of Nottingham, you was going to experience racism. It was a given. It wasn't maybe. You will definitely experience racism. And I wanted to be a graphic designer, so I went to my careers teacher and I says, I'd love to be a graphic designer. And then straight away he says, no, you can't be a graphic designer. You're just not clever enough to be a graphic designer. And I says, oh, okay. And then pretty much I accepted my teacher telling me I wasn't good enough, or I couldn't be a graphic designer. Now, I'm not saying that's because I was black, but it was a very negative response. I believe now is not as bad. People say, oh, there's no racism, but I believe there is still racism. I feel that it's more covert, underground. People aren't so expressive. However, then since things which have happened over the summer, there's been some people who think, okay, it's fine to be racist again, especially within America and Donald Trump. Although, I'm still active, the things which I was doing well at a younger age or faster, although I cannot do them as fast, I'm still trying to keep that movement forward. I still play badminton. It's a bit gentler on the joints as well. I don't play football, so table tennis, and I do park runs. Just generally keep fit. And again, because I'm a nutritionist as well, I recognise the relationship between being active as well as watching what I eat as well. So it's you need both of them as well as physical. Mentally, I'm aware that it's good to have good mental exercise. So I've been learning Spanish as well. The whole lockdown, it didn't really impact me so much on a personal level, but on a business level, because I worked for myself, all my work stopped. So pretty much it was like one client after the next, just wiped out in one go. But I think the lockdown for my mum has been a bit more challenging. She's been a bit more um, frightened, I would say, especially with the cousin dying as well from the COVID. So there's not many people older than my mother from Jamaica who she now knows. And the lady who died in London, they would talk about old times and back home. And, now she hasn't got really anybody who she can relate to who can then remember certain things. And she's a bit worried if she goes to church now that she might catch a COVID. She used to go to a Salvation Army elders group, and again, that's closed, and she's a bit worried about going back to there. So I'm one of the directors. So we're a team, and basically we're called BME Cancer Communities. So we support and advise people from the BME community and low income. So it's not just for black people; it's for anybody. Black men 4 times more likely to get prostate cancer. So with that, we try to then engage with black men, especially because it's difficult to talk to men anyway about illness. So it's trying to engage with them and have a regular yearly check to reduce the risk of prostate cancer as well. We ran a clinic and it was well attended. Yeah, very, very beneficial. I think we saved 7 men who potentially could have had full-blown prostate. So we probably saved 7 people's lives. And on a wider scale, we had 147 men, I think it was over a year, come to our clinic. So I'm also a director of a community centre, which is a local community centre in Nottingham again. With that, I facilitate a table tennis group on a Friday morning. And it's not to become, Olympic champions. For some people, it's a great way of just releasing that tension and that stress. Great for bringing the community together. And yeah, it's just good fun and yeah, just good. Just, yeah, a good initiative.